Hi guys, I burnt my hand. It was really brilliant. I like put a mug into the microwave just now and I grabbed it out like I was just pulling it out, and the mug handle was so hot before I knew it. It was like, you know how you can't move your hand fast enough and it's like slow reaction time? That would be me. All right, let's see what's going on here. Hello, I'm first, Rebecca. Yay. Hi, Rebecca. Hello, Maria. Ouch is right. So stupid. Like, it's such a dumb, like, I was in a hurry thing. Hello there. How are you? I'm great. Thanks. Beautiful day today here in New Zealand. Next to no humidity. Perfect. That's like the perfect summer day, Maria. Oh, so nice. Hi, everybody. Hello, Marianne. It's nice to see you. And Maria, hot liquid in the microwave, terrible. Oh, it's the mug handle. Okay. So I just like grabbed it. So I was heating up water and putting water, you know, like from the Keurig. So I wanted to fill up my tea because I had enough coffee for the day. I look fantastic, by the way. I put clean sweats on for everyone. I hope you're really impressed with my outfit. Hi, Molly. I burnt my hand. I'll be all right. It just like I had to like aloe it up. It's good. Oh, it's blistering already. Sucks. So dumb. Okay. I'm a little thrown today, but what else is new? I haven't depuffed or anything. Like I've done, this is me coming out of a scrunchie, but I'm showing you a concealer, so that'll be good. It was so stupid. It was just such a dumb thing to do. Not thinking. Trying to hurry so I could get here with you guys. Oh, like takes the wind out of your sails for a minute there. I wish it had been my other hand. That would have been like handier. How is everyone else? Let's not talk about me. Let's talk about you. Meanwhile, I'm going to fix my brows with my absolutely, I'm not even kidding, the upgrade that I did not know I needed is the Jenny Patinkin. She's got this little eye kit called the Big Reveal. I don't know about you guys, but I have about 17 of these Tweezerman things that come in like various different points and sizes and whatever. She redid the tweezer with like this really awesome little tip. And even though I haven't tweezed yet because I haven't done my skincare Sunday yet today, this guy gets every little tiny hair that you can't get to. And also, like, who even knew that a brush could be this soft? It like, it doesn't feel stiff and crazy like some of the other ones that I have, like the one from Anastasia is kind of hard. This one's like really soft and pliable and nice. And I just, my eyebrows have been really growing from the Grande, which is crazy because they never did before when I used the Grande. But now it's starting to work. So I'm going to do my brows first just because they're crazy. And let's see how everybody else is doing. How's your weekend going? Hello, Holly. Holly, you missed me burning my hand. That's all we've talked about so far. Okay. I think eyebrows are like my least favorite thing to do, but also I won't leave the house without eyebrows. So I use the Victoria Beckham pencil in taupe. And I kind of go underneath and sort of see like what the shape is going on because they're so weird right now. And I don't like a really molded looking eyebrow, and I don't really love like a super bushy eyebrow, but it's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. I've got holes and bushy. There's like no in between. I've tried to cut them a little bit. I'm trying not to tweeze them because I'm trying to see what kind of shape I'm getting from having them grow out. I don't know, like I didn't like the laminated stick to your face brow. I don't love like the crazy brows that people had. I just like a medium. I want like a medium brow. Something sort of benign. The other pencil that I really love is the Refi, because it is like the micro miniest little teeny tiny thing. And you can like really get in and shape where things are not shaped and fill in. And this one is a little bit darker, so these really do look like hair strokes when I go in. Okay, I feel a little bit better. Oh, hello, Nicole. Oh, speaking of burning, we've been putting out a fire in our woods. We have had fire trucks out here 4 times today. Been a crazy day. What caused the fire? That's so crazy, Holly. Is it like scary big fires or like small fires? Has it been dry? What happened? Is there like lightning can sometimes do that too? Oh my God, my hair. Real bad. That is very scary. I'm going to be a broken record. I'm going to work for them at some point. The Ace Tura Cream Mist for the dry skin people out there. It is literally my favorite thing. I don't care what else comes to me in 2016. This, and you don't even have to do this because it just like self-seals. It is the best thing that's ever happened to me in menopause. No one who's even combination needs this. They have a great essence though that I'm loving right now. It's on my list that's in the description box with absolutely nothing linked because I was supposed to meet with my Korean skincare people and she had an emergency dentist appointment and they're closed on Sundays to go to church. So I will be there tomorrow when I go to Nordstrom because my lady's not there. I've got to switch out one of my lips, which I'm going to show you guys tonight. And I want to get a different one. Did everybody get a chance to see my swatches of the exciting new Westman Atelier? Oh, and I ordered this. I can't wait to take a shower tomorrow and use my new Astura ATO Barrier 365 body lotion. Thanks, Amazon. This is like, I think it was like $21. I'm not an Amazon affiliate and I will never be an Amazon affiliate. So I got to find an alternative because I can't support the people that are making all my stores close. But I do order from time to time. I ordered the galactamites. That should be here tomorrow. And this, where the heck is that? Maybe I had it delivered from Sephora. Let's see how it got here. All I know is it got delivered because I haven't left here. Sorry, $38 on Sephora, but I think you can find it on Amazon too, so that you don't have to go on Sephora if you don't want to. Okay, tell us about the fire. The neighbor 2 miles away was burning leaves. Oh my gosh. No, let's go back, Holly. The neighbor was burning leaves, and is there like a big area that's just all like forest preserve or something where you live? 2 miles away? Do they have it under control? Are you safe? Can you stay in your house? Is it windy? What is going on? You got the Chanel lotion from Josh, Michelle. Oh, James. James. It's so striking and cute. I love that it's very lightweight. Serum lotion, very similar to Victoria Beckham hand cream. Okay, because I was going to compare it to the prequel, because this is the hand lotion that I've been using, and I haven't even tried this yet. And with my burn, I'm really not sure that it's the best idea today, but I'm going to try it anyway. This is the prequel. I'm going to stick with this for a second. I'm afraid to put something fragranced on a burn. 10 acres of our woods burned. Oh my gosh, a small portion, but enough to get our attention. It's not still light out where you are, so what, can you see fire? Like out your back door, or do they have it under control? Do you have any idea what's going on? Fires scare me. I have a really good friend that lives in Colorado, and she was kind of like my fairy godmother in case something happened to Ryan. You know, she would be there. We actually taught together. She was a substitute and our PE teacher for a while when I was teaching, and we lived really close to each other. And she moved out to Colorado right outside of Boulder, and she was Ryan's fairy godmother when he was at school there. And there was a fire in Colorado that came all the way up to their property line, because their property line was like a park, and there's houses like all around her that are completely gone, and hers was untouched, and she doesn't know why or how, but really scary. You can see it. Dead trees are burning right now. It's really scary. Can you hose down your backyard, or is there no water pressure right now? Because I know sometimes when they're trying to fight a fire, the water pressure is really low. Do you guys have like a hose out back that you can start soaking things? It's really scary. Do you have seasons where like the leaves come off of the trees where you are in Georgia, or is it like always summerish? Like in Florida? That's really scary. All right, well, Holly, I want you to stay safe and keep an eye on things. We understand that your husband had surgery and it's going to be hard for him to get around. If you need to go do things, protect, you know? I know one of my friends that went through a fire before they evacuated. They tried to hose everything just to see if they could prevent it, but sometimes these fires are just too powerful. Everybody send your prayers and blessings and everything and good vibes to Holly. It's really scary. Very scary. Okay, so how's everybody's weekend? Molly's dog is okay, but his, what do you call the middle of it, Molly, where he got stuck outside and went down to like the quick of his nail. He's all bandaged up. She's been by herself. Her husband's out of town, and she doesn't have any help with her two doggies, and one of them hurt his foot. That I know is going on there. How's everybody else? Maria's having a beautiful summer day. It's already Monday where she is, but it's summer and no humidity. It's like the perfect thing that's to me, like sunshine and no humidity sounds awesome. We got like a little tease here where it was like pretend spring and now it's freezing again. The dew claw, he's okay. Wild per usual. Aw. At least he's not a cone head. We had a dog that when he had a cone, he was walking so weirdly, like he couldn't function with it on, and he like hurt his back and we had to take him back to the vet. We were just like, I don't even know. Doggies can't tell you when they're hurt, and it's so hard. Holly, we're going to give you the prayers today. The doggie's going to be okay. I have not watched the news. I don't want to know anything. I'm going to try to make an order from Selfridges tomorrow if there's no tariffs. I'm going to like go insanely crazy. I don't know what's going on with that, but if anybody does know, that's great. I'm trying out a new product. I'm kind of into Molly Sims right now. You guys know who she is from, like, she was like a supermodel in the 90s or 00s. I can't even remember. She was a Victoria's Secret model and she's very real. She's got a podcast, and I actually saw her on a different podcast called Gloss Angeles. Have you guys seen that? These two like millennials interview different people, and they interviewed her for her brand Wise. You guys know I've talked about it. YSE Beauty. Let me grab the lippy. Where's my lippy? I was organized. I swear. Hang on, I gotta get it from my bed. This is the Leica Gloss Hydrating Tint from Wise. That's how you pronounce it. And her website has a lot more than Sephora. This one is called Life of the Party. They're really nice treatments for your lips. Real sheer, this one. She's got a couple that have color. I haven't tried those yet. But there's two that are like nude and easy. I'm kind of into nude and easy. And I have been a little bit more willing to try non-mineral sunscreens lately. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I just need to like get out the door, and I just don't want to look like a train wreck. I just want to be able to like get out the door. And this is the Skin Glow SPF 30 primer. And I've been looking for an alternative because Victoria Beckham used to be my ride or die. And I'm literally like, I can't even use this stuff too much because there's just almost none of it left. But her primer with Augustina Spotter used to be this really lovely cream. There's one that was like a sunshine color also. I'm saving that for summer. but this gave the skin this like really pretty pearly glow. And it was like enough of a blur to like run out the door. This didn't have sunscreen, but you put it on over your SPF and it just gave you like a glow. And I get it. Her foundation that she put out, the drops are very rich, you know, very hydrating. So I think that's why she came out with the gel formula. It's pearly and very lightweight, and it gives your skin a nice glow, but it's not like a lotion. Like you don't feel like you've got like a lot on your skin. And I like the feeling of a lot on my skin because I'm so dry. So I decided to give this a go, and it's definitely got like a pearl to it, but it's also got SPF. So like if you want to run out, you can put this on, have a blur, and have some sun protection. I was like, that sounds like a winner. So let me put this on. This is on just like over my skincare that I washed my right before I got on here. Hadn't done anything today except stuff for the beauty stuff. Okay. So I was at Sephora the other day, and there was a woman that was in there that was looking for a concealer. Oh, I will never be without Wise exfoliating pads. I use one pad on my face, neck, chest, and the tops of my feet. It's great. Okay, I did not get her pads, even though I'm thinking about it. I really want to get some feedback on them. How strong of an exfoliant is it? Because my skin post-menopause, where I am on the spectrum right now, is very thin. Like I've done nothing. I got Botox the other day. I have to go back because it's just not right. So I'm going back tomorrow for like a little touch up. I don't know what I was just saying. Okay, the pads. So I've been trying so much Korean skincare. I just don't want to like mess up my barrier right now. So do you feel like they're just amazing? You can tolerate it and your skin is sensitive, no downtime or anything. Very good to know. I'm going to try her pads. Everybody seems to like them, and I'm really like what this does. You can see that my skin has just a slight glow, just a little blur. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's better than I was. All right, so you guys know I love my concealer from Victoria Beckham. Sorry, you guys, my hand is really sore. 1.5 is like the greatest skin match that I've ever had in my life, but it's a very lightweight concealer. And it does most of the work for me. But if I put it on kind of just by itself with no color corrector or anything, it's not quite what it used to be for me. And it's enough if I have foundation and I can kind of, you know, monkey with it. But if I just want to like run out the door, there's still darkness, you know. I love the sheer evening that I get, but I still have darkness. I was at Sephora and there was a lady in there who was about my age and she was looking for a concealer, and we were trying some out and stuff because I'm such a busybody that I like involved myself somehow. And I was showing her a bunch of different ones that, you know, I like. And I had seen the Milk Hydro online. And I was like, oh, you know, milk, whatever. I went over there because I remember a long time ago liking one of their skin tints. You guys, this is the same, almost kind of like heavy duty coverage that I used to get from the Tom Ford one that was from like that extreme. Remember the extreme concealer? And if I want to get like serious coverage, I just took my finger and like literally like went on top of it. You can't apply this directly from here. But if you take your ring finger and you just warm this just slightly, you get a little bit of this concealer on your finger. Let me grab a mirror. Okay. So you can see where I still have darkness. And I can see like right here and right here. I just did a teeny tiny little bit, and I'm just going where I have darkness, nowhere else. Just with my finger, and I'm wiping some of it off. And now I'm just going to press, not swipe, but press. And this stuff really does like a lot of favors for me. That was just one little, like half of a dib from my ring finger, which I would be using right now if it wasn't burnt. But look at the difference. I mean, hi. And you can use a teeny tiny little brush if you want, but I like the heat of my finger. And so little gave me so much coverage for spot concealing and for taking away darkness. This is literally the most, it's not even like a chapstick level of packaging. So let's just say that. It's like tin. This, use my not burnt finger. It moves with you, but it doesn't move around. It doesn't get weird. It doesn't bunch up. It doesn't catch on anything dry. It's hydrating, and it also has some grip to it. But I have not found a concealer like this in a long time, where I felt like it was not something to put like under my entire eye, but that's a huge difference, right? You were comparing the Wise pads to the In Beauty Project pads, and they're very similar ingredients. I ran them through ChatGPT that night that we were looking at them, and they're interesting, and the price difference is substantial. I also am going to put this where I feel like my face is sort of collapsing on itself, even though I'm not wearing any foundation. I'm just sort of like looking at where the shadows are. And you need like, I mean, I've not even like touched this concealer. It just blends in like nothing. And it takes shadows away. I think it's kind of crazy good. And I really like the heat of hands with this. You know, it'll make some people crazy, but I don't know. I have a lot of darkness now. I don't like wearing a lot of makeup like on my face. I hate this packaging, you guys. First of all, it's hard to open. And I hope that they did this packaging because it's better for the environment, that they didn't use like as much plastic or something. I don't know, but I'm still recommending it. And I am shade 0.5, and I think it was the second shade. The shade range is amazing. Let me pull this up. Okay, I know this is not like luxury beauty. I get it. But I hate dark circles. And sometimes you don't have time to sit there with a color corrector and this and that. It's like, I just want to throw something on and have it be like super easy. And I don't have to put powder on top of this, which is really nice. But the shade range is nice. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25 shades. I know it's like a brand that people usually walk past at Sephora, but for $29, I'll probably have this for like forever, one little tube, and it's fantastic. It is clean, vegan, cruelty-free, and dermatologist tested, non-comedogenic, travel friendly. Guess that's true because it's not a liquid. Concealer is my absolute favorite product, and you're excited to try this. I have to tell you, if I had not picked it up and tried to cover up like my veins, that's like what I always try to do to like see what the coverage is like. It was kind of crazy. I don't know. So I bought it. I brought it home and I tried it and I like it and I'm recommending it. They have it on the Milk website and they have it on Sephora. Do they carry Milk at Ulta? I don't know. Not sure. I haven't even put links for most of this stuff yet. So that was my day today. But I think it's great. I think it's like a real helper. It reminds me so much of how I used to feel when I used that little tiny Tom Ford Extreme, what was it called? Like the Extreme Concealer or Concealer Extreme. There was like a whole line of Extreme at some point. Do you guys remember? It was like a little tiny bottle and it was super concentrated. So I'm trying out the hand wrap and I'm going to put it against the little cutie from Chanel, but not today. Today we're going to nurse the wounds. Let's talk about Westman Atelier. Let me grab my swatches. Okay, first of all, I've never been so horrified at how dry my skin looks in the pictures that I wanted to cry, and I put them up anyway because it's February and my whole body needs to be like manually exfoliated. I'm in my winter worst right now. Okay, let's look at the shades first. Here we go. Okay. So this is the Westman Atelier Hydro-Balm shades. Let me move this up a little. So this is like such a weird order, but this first one here is Brick. Brick was not at Nordstrom yet. So I think that that will be on her site exclusively for a little bit, because I think it's the color that like all the Nina Park videos are trying to go for, that like Korean inspired lip, and the one next to it, Bob. These are the two that they held back from Nordstrom. These are extremely sheer colors, so you will see your lip color through them, even in the deeper shades, and you'll see what I mean when I try them on, because I have Onyx here. I picked up Cafe Cream, which she calls a cool nude. I think it's more neutral. I would not call it cool, and I think it will look great on warm skin tones. It's not going to make you look dead. It's warm enough. This one underneath here is called Nectar. It's more peachy when you see it in the store than pink. I'm going to go down because these are kind of in order. This is Ballerine, and Ballerine was like a really pretty sheer pink. English Rose went a little bit warmer. It was actually what I thought would be like a true rose color, where it's like that pink leaning warmer, kind of a not quite in the coral range, but you know, in between. It just sat right there. Then we have Juice. This is where they started to brighten up. Juice had some zip to it, and you'll see when I look at the swatches again. Pop was your kind of more red color, you'll see. And Pippi is red. Back to Brick. And then I did pick up Glog. You guys will see it on me. This is the one that I am bringing back. Not because it's bad, because I just don't love it on me. The next one is Soda, and this has a definite like brown tone to it. I think it was the deepest color in terms of coverage. And then we have Onyx, which is like a sheer blackberry. I think these were so pretty in person, and the vibe that I'm going the wrong way. The vibe that I got was very blotted lip, kind of almost. I wouldn't say it's a balm. I mean, it is a balm, but it's not. It's not slippy. It has some grip. It's not going to slide around. There's so many swatches in here that, okay, here we go. I wish I had taken some photos instead of video, but this is what we got. Okay. I'm just going to play this for people who have not yet seen it. I apologize for noise in the background, other people talking, me moving around weird. If you don't want to watch this or listen, I'm giving you a heads up. I'm going to play the video. I think it's 2.5 minutes. I'm going to take myself out so that you guys can hear it, if I can. Here we go. The packaging's beautiful, by the way. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Oh, thank you, Felice. My arms really made me cringe, but it was very important to me to go there and smell them. And I know that that sounds insane, but if Maria's still here, we can attest to the fact that I'm not a big super fan of her other lipstick. Let me grab it. Gosh, it's the only thing I didn't pull. I don't even know if I still have one because I don't see it. Her other lipsticks are matte and they have like a lot of clay in them. And just for me at my age with my lips and my preferences, it just doesn't work for me. They're gorgeous when you see them on people. And if you can tolerate a matte lipstick, they are beautiful, but they do have a scent to them. Nothing like this. These are more like her balms, which I am going to grab. Okay. I'm a huge fan of her balms, and I will swatch all of these for you that I have. Her balms are extremely hydrating, really gorgeous colors, and it's one of my favorite glosses. I have 8 of them. I don't even know how many there are, but I have 8 of them. Her balms are very hydrating. What color is this? Nana. This is one of my favorite nudes. They're really glossy. And because it's a gloss, you can kind of move it around on your lips. Let me zoom in a little here. This is when I wish I still had my filler in my lips, but no. Let me center myself a little bit. Okay, so when you touch it, it'll come off on your hand. It's a gloss. And I love the packaging on these. I mean, they're so pretty. They're heavy. The applicator itself is a nice small paddle that doesn't give you like way too much product. Really like a pretty, just yummy, not scented balm. I like these in the summer. I like these in the winter. They're comfortable. You can put a liner with them, but you don't have to. I just sort of love the whole experience of these. So this is Nana. It's like a cool nude. Do you guys have this formula? Do you like it? Is it something that you wear? Okay, the next one of these is Rudy Nudie, and I actually love this one. It came, ooh, sorry guys. It came as part of a set for the holidays, and I don't know if it's still available, but holy cow, did I love this color. I wear this all the time. It lives in my purse usually because it's nude, but it gives you just like a little color. It's like a step up from Nana in terms of like pigment. It's a little bit more rosy, like alive. So that is Rudy Nudie. These are in no particular order other than I'm picking them up off next to me over here where they're repelling each other because the magnets are so strong. I have to get that no color perfect. Yes, I love no color. Garcon is like my lips, but just yummier color. I love a good wine, like a plum, where it just gives my lips like enough color, but I don't feel like I'm wearing like lipstick, like loud lipstick. But you get that plumminess. So you can wear like a fun eye with it, but have it, you know, not just nude. Like you can put this on with a liner and really make it stand out, or it can be really casual like this. I love that. This also comes as a blush and a highlighter now, I think. The next one I have is Ma Puce, P-U-C-E. Don't speak French, but this is like when I have to find something maybe just with mascara for me that gives you just a little bit more color. This is gorgeous on top of like a just like a chapstick or like a pinky lipstick like in the center. It's like it's brighter. It is a brighter color, but so sheer on the lips, but I can wear it. It's not like unwearable color where I feel like it's too much. You guys know I like nudes better. And that's why I can wear these because they don't read as like lipstick. This one, gosh, I need glasses so badly. Shoo Shoo. This is another nude, but more of a pinky bubblegum. Where if you just want your lips like a little bit lighter, but not in the beige family, but more in like the light pink family. This works really nicely. This looks great with a nude liner. It looks great in the center of any nude lipstick to kind of wake up your face. Like that one too. The colors are super easy to wear. And I think that a lot of them are. This is Lulu. Now Lulu's deep. And I want to compare it to Onyx because it's a blackberry, almost a brown. Like if I want to do my version of Rouge Noir from Chanel, and I don't want to wear like that full lipstick, but I want to have that color, I think this is what works for me. And I like it with a liner because these do move around. These are glosses. They're not meant to be transfer proof. But this one, if you were looking for a lip that went with all of the Rouge Noir stuff, but you were never going to wear something that deep, this is a great alternative. You can still see your lips, but you get that like pretty Rouge Noir color that I love. Kind of takes me back to the 90s, but slightly different, like not too brown. The next one is Petal, one of her most famous colors. She does this in blushes and she does it in highlighters. And this is your warmer pinky peach. Easy to wear, throw it in your bag, goes with a lot. I like it in the summertime. It's kind of happy. And the last one that I have is Biscuit, which I want to compare to Cafe Creme and also Nana. Biscuit, as we know, is that original contour that most of us wore until she came out with all of those contour colors. This is going to be your caramel color. It actually looks great with my pajamas, my swats. This gives you that soft tan kind of brown color. But these are just delightful. And for me, this was like the only thing that I could wear from her lips. I tried because the colors are beautiful of her lipsticks. And I like that they're clean. You know, she calls herself clean, but also she defines what she thinks is clean. And that's more important to me than actually me thinking that it's clean. There are definitely ingredients that she leaves out. And I like that. So I didn't know what to expect with these because online, you know, she's holding them all up and she's putting them all on, and they all kind of were like easy for her to wear. Like every single one of them looked great on her. And the reason why I think that is because they really give you that blotted lipstick look. Like you can keep going and keep going and keep going, but it's not going to build. I'll show you what I mean. This is the Cafe Creme. And I will swatch it on my wrist, just back and forth, so that you can see how sheer it is no matter what I do. It's not really going to build more color than that. And she calls this cool toned, and I would say this is neutral. And I wanted to put it next to her really neutral new contour. I wanted to see how close these were. So this is Olay. It's the really light contour color. Yep. If you like Olay and you kind of want to do that vibe, see how this is a teeny bit warmer than Olay because this is a contour and this is the lip gloss. It's that same idea. So if Olay and that kind of depth and amount of pigment and color that you want, not pigment, because the pigment load on these pretty much is the same for all of them. You put it on and it's real easy to go back and forth. Like you don't really need to look. You got the little tip so you can mold them really nicely. It's enough where my lips feel like they're, you know, not a color, very nude. And with a liner, it looks totally different. I'm going to do these with outliners first, just so you can really see the color. Then I'm going to line and put them on, because I think that if I lined on top of this, it might kind of slide off. Now, these, as you see, when it gets to, it's been on my lips now for what, like a minute? They're not shiny. This is like the grown-up version of when it starts to settle in, you don't get the slide that you get with the glosses. It's definitely on my lips. And they wear beautifully, like really do. And you put them on at first and then they start to settle in. And I'm not going to say like I walk out of here feeling like I've had my lips plumped up, you know, to the sky, but it is hydrating enough and not slidey like the lip glosses, where if you do want to wear this for like a longer period of time than a gloss, you got it. And if you line your lips underneath it and you have these on, you really get a very chill kind of color that you can wear with or without a liner. And they're not, I'm not going to say that they're matte, but you know how they talk about the luminous matte all the time, where it's like both? That's what this is. It's like a luminous matte. When it settles in, because I was like, oh, they're shiny when they were on my arm. They're not shiny. They really settle onto your lip and just sort of like fade into them. So you got a little bit of your lip color and a little bit of her lip color. And even though this is not totally cool toned, it doesn't look super warm on me because you can still see my lips. You know what I mean? This color, I think, would work on anybody. Anybody that likes that like bare lip look that's a little bit beiged out. This is your new favorite. And this is called Cafe Creme. And I do think it would be really pretty with Olay. So let's put a little Olay on since I'm not wearing any foundation. But when I'm in like no foundation and I'm just using something like this, not even using brushes, it just gives me like a little hint of shape and this lip and some mascara, and I could go to the grocery store then. Could leave the house and be safe. So Cafe Creme with outliner. Do we like? What do we think? I mean, I could really go to town on this and it doesn't get super pigmented. Like, it's still going to give you that lived in blotted lip. They feel amazing and they don't slide around, which is, I think, kind of a win. Because when I put lip gloss on, within like 1 hour, I've definitely eaten the whole thing or put it on a coffee cup or wherever it is that my lipstick goes, and I don't even want to know. But this is going to be a little bit more committed. You can throw it on at work. If your lips are chapped, I don't think that this is going to accentuate texture or anything. I just think the formula is so freaking good. And the other thing that's so nice about these, and I can't even believe that I'm like saying this out loud, but I'm going to. With the way that prices have been going lately, I know that this is expensive, but it doesn't feel like I'm being ripped off disgustingly. It's $50. It's not 100. It's not 150. It's not 250. It's $50. I feel like she used to be like one of the highest prices. And now I feel like she's kind of, you know, she's expensive, but she's not outrageous crazy. You know, like she's like at the top of where I'd like to be for most things. But when you start, you know, like this is a very beautiful package. The white is so nice. You've got the color labeled on it. The bullet itself is smooth. Let's see how big it is. You get that much product. I think that these are going to really last. And honestly, I think that they are like such a win. I really do. That was the wrong color, but here's this guy. And that is Cafe Creme. And like, I don't think I could have planned this better. It looks like I like actually thought about the pajamas that I was putting on for you guys. The match is fantastic. If you're wearing something like a fun eye, this lip is going to be perfect for you, especially if you eat lip gloss the way that I do. Like Molly, I think when you're at work all day and you have this on, I feel like you can be in a dry environment. It's going to stay on. You could talk to people. You can drink something. It's not going to like just be gone. I love that. So that is Cafe Creme. I'm going to show you the next color. Do we like? Holly loves the No Color Perfection. Love that one a lot. It's a really, I think this shade really is going to look great on anybody. And when you see it with the liner, it's going to look really different. But I want to show them to you without first. Okay. The next color that I'm going to show you is Glog. It's 2 G's with an O with those little dots. I have no idea. It could be Gloge. It could be whatever. I'm calling it Glog because that's what it looks like to me. You got the magnetic, the really strong one where, you know, they fly. Like I can feel the magnetic thing. You know, you have to like put them like back and forth, or they like defy each other on your table. But Glog is, I think the third, it's before, I think it's number 10 in terms of colors. It's like a winey shade. The second row of these has more color. I like these better than a lot of lipsticks because you will see that you can get a very blotted look like this, and it's going to settle in. And it's not like you're wearing a matte lipstick. It starts to look like your lips are just stained. It's lived in, it's cushiony, it feels like it's on. You can get away with something like this even if you don't love wearing color, because when you look at me, it's not like, hey, she's wearing like a ton of lipstick. It's just like maybe I drank like Hawaiian Punch or Kool-Aid, or had like a popsicle or something. It's just a really, if you love like a wine stain, but you don't like the feeling of a stain because you don't have hydration. Do you guys see how this is like completely settled in now? I'm not saying it's transfer proof because it's not, but it's not going anywhere. You put a liner underneath this and it's going to stay, which I think is fantastic. You can talk, you can drink, and you can still have color without it being, you know, lipstick. I know a lot of people don't love a lipstick, but a stain that feels like this. You guys see how it doesn't look shiny anymore, but it still feels amazing. And there's no scent. Maria. That is Glog. I don't think it suits me very well. I don't think it looks very good on me, but that's the one that I'm bringing back. And then I have Onyx, and there was like no way I was going to get the deepest shade. Oh my God, look at it. It looks like she did this, you know, insane pigment load. And, you know, like this would be like the Rouge Noir on me. I would never wear this color. But as a stain, wait until you see this. This is my favorite one. This is appropriate for day or night. I don't need a liner. I have this like stained blackberry effect. It's like an almost honey, but better. It's really cooler in tone. It's not brown. It is 100% blackberry. It feels amazing. You're seeing it like settle in. Does it look like I'm wearing the darkest lipstick of the group? I mean, this is what you get, and you can keep going, and it just doesn't really get darker. It just sort of settles in. And you'll see with the liner, you can really like deck this out if you want to have like more of a lip look. But this, it's fantastic. I love it. I love the color. I love the blackberry. I love the stain look. I love the effect that it has. I love that they look matte, but not dead matte. Very natural lip looking lips. Obviously, there are colors there that will give you, you know, other tints, but you're still going to see your own lips through them, which is why I think if you choose a color, choose it from the swatch and not the bullet. When you look at those bullets, they're scary. There was nothing scary about any of these lipsticks. I feel like I could wear all of them or any of them, and they would be okay. I want to try the coral tomorrow because coral is one of the hardest colors for me to wear. And if my lips can show through enough and make coral work on me, that's going to work with so much makeup that I have that I just don't ever know like what kind of lip to wear. So I want to try that out. I'm going to look at Nectar, and I want to look at, I think, Juice is the other one. So this is Onyx with no liner. Okay, now we're going to change it up. What color do we like best so far? What do you guys think? Do you have a favorite yet? I'm going to put on one of my nude liners that I have that I really like. This is from Ramen D. This is a Korean. It's called the Lip Mate Pencil, and it's in the color Taupey Shade. And what I like to do is kind of go in here a little bit. I don't go over the line till I get right to the top. And this just starts to become like a little shadow. I love these Korean formulas. This is matte. And it makes my lips look a lot better and bigger. And I like to kind of go in over here and sort of draw into here so that when I lay down a lipstick, I'll have like a shadow. So we're going to do this one with Cafe Creme. So I have the look of a very blanked out look, like very, you know, concealer lips, but not. And this is just with like a shadow liner where it just looks like it's a little bit darker. I'm going to take the Summer Fridays that I just bought in the color Toffee, and I'm going to warm up this look by going in with a warmer shade. I know a lot of people like this look with the kind of darker liner. And like a nude. So whatever your nude liner is of choice, you're going to get the look of a matte lip with no matte feeling whatsoever. And that's the best part. Like if you've never been able to wear like a matte lip, this is going to be like your new friend. It's just a natural look. Let me show you with a really dark liner, because I know some people really like that. You need like a darker brown. If you really want to go darker, because you like that look, you can really go to town. And what was just a very like pale lip can turn into more of like a fancy pants look. So it's like, it's very exciting for someone who's never been able to wear a nude lipstick to feel like this is just such like a natural matte. Like I don't feel as though I'm wearing too much makeup. I don't feel like it's going to come off very easily. I don't feel like the life is being sucked out of my lips because I'm wearing something deep. You could do your whole lip dark if you wanted to. Like to totally change it up or totally warm it up. If I wanted to warm up this color and I just put some of this liner on, like underneath, and created like a stain, it feels like my lips are going to fall off because they're so dry. But I put this on and I instantly feel hydration. It glides on. It'll take on whatever color liner you want to put underneath here. If you want to put in a little bit more pink, you could do a pink lip and put this over that. You get that little bit of beige over it. You can contour it. This lipstick is super versatile, and I think it's going to match. I think that if you love a nude lip and you want to have like a little bit of flexibility to wear something that isn't like my lips are so shiny or it's just going to slide off, this is a fabulous choice. I can't tell you guys how much I like this formula and how excited I am to have this in my collection because I needed this. This fills a hole for me. These lipsticks fill the hole of I could never get away with, even when people tell me, oh, it's a hydrating matte. It wasn't. I feel like this sits in the natural category. It's not shiny. You know, your own lips, when they have nothing on them, you know, there's different colors. You've got you know, kind of like your vermilion line, your lip. Some people have pink lips, some people have beige lips, some people have brown lips, some people have peach lips. There's so many different colors, and you can change it up. So we're going to go with the wine next, the Glog, and I'm going to pair this with the Lisa Eldridge in 3C. This is 3 Cool. And I'm going to show you. Now, the Nina Park lip that everybody's doing is definitely more brick. And as a cool tone person, that's not a great look for me. But I can wine it up anytime. I like to blur this because I don't love a hard line. And you can use a brush, obviously. I'm just trying to go fast. And you get yourself like a nice stain, kind of give yourself a little shape. We're going to come back to it too. And then we're going to go in with Glog. You can dab it on if you want and create like an actual stain, or this is going to settle in and become part of my lips. Just have to give it a second. And now I'm wearing lipstick that's like a matte lipstick, except it's not. It feels amazing. It feels like I'm wearing like a hydrating, chapsticky kind of balm, but not a slidey one, like a committed one. And this is, for a lot of people, a very comfortable place to be. You can absolutely turn this into the Nina Park look. I would create a stain like this. Go back in, shade, need something that's, this will be good. She really makes it look lived in, like it's part of them, but better. And the nice thing about this is you can create your stain. And then go back in with the lipstick, if you can pick up the right one. And there's your hydration. And if you can't go brick, go wine. This seems to be like the lip of the moment, the lip that's happening everywhere. You can deepen the line. You can put a nude line around it. You can put a little gloss in the middle. Like if I took Garcon, or Nudie Rudy, I think would even be better. Let's do a little Nudie Rudy. This color. You can make it shiny if you want with a gloss in the center. But then it looks like, you know, like you can really manipulate this formula, and you can really create any look that you want. It could look like you're going out and you're going to a party, or you're running to the grocery store. I don't care what you're doing. This is going to feel good, last, and look really pretty, and also have a lot of places in your collection that you might be missing if you're like me and you can't wear a matte lipstick anymore, or you don't like a matte lip. These are totally delightful. The next one, I'm going to pair this with Honey Rose from Lawless. And I'm just using a slightly lighter color. On the inside, just to make a little bit of a contour. I'm going to go in with Onyx. And you have more shape, but you still have that like really pretty stained look, but it feels so good. It's like wearing like a cushiony, hydrating pillow on your lips. I love them. I really do. I think she has absolutely captured the moment of what people want in a lip product. I think a lot of people are wearing a lip product with some little teeny bit of eye makeup, and they're like out the door now. And you're going to be able to really pick and choose the kind of colors that you like to wear. Oh, this really hurts. I think you could probably wear all of them. And when I go to Nordstrom tomorrow, if they're not like used and gross, I will try some, but I really don't like to try makeup on in stores. I'd rather return it. But this black onyx color and the nude, I'm going to wear these all the time. This is the kind of thing you can throw in your purse. And if your lips are feeling dry and chapped, you can put it on. If you're going out for the evening, you can put this on. If you're running out during the day, you can put this on. Love the whole concept of these. What do you guys think? Nobody's really saying much. Do you not like them? Is this like not your thing? Let me show you with an even deeper line what this looks like. I'm going to go in with, oh my God, this MAC pencil, I can't even read it. No. Here is Plum from MAC. This is, a lot of people have this. I'm just going to use this to contour. And make my lips look fuller. And then when you're done putting on your liner, you go right back And this is going nowhere. I like Cafe for Me the best, but I don't wear liner. And the nice thing is you don't have to. That's why I tried them on without liners first. They're just super easy, and you get the look of like a sheer blotted matte lipstick that feels fantastic. You're super intrigued. You saw somebody with the pink ballerine shade, and it looked super pretty. I'm trying that one on tomorrow. It's a little bit cool toned, so that kind of excites me. But as you guys can see, your own lip color is going to show through. Let's go back to Cafe Creme. Let me make sure there's nothing on here. I think this is a huge win. You know, this is how I felt when I tried her powder blushes when they came out during the holidays. I bought one. Then I went back. I bought two more. And then I bought all of them. And I use them constantly. And I could never relate on the lipstick level with her. Like, of course, I love the glosses, but this blotted look, this like matte without being matte, this thing that I can put on without a mirror and just run out the door and look like this with no liner. I love it. And it doesn't matter what color you pick. The packaging is so huge. They're great unless you have them all next to each other. But we all know that. Like you can feel the magnets. They're so strong. I think the formula is much needed in the makeup world. I felt the same way. I was like, this is what I've been looking for like for so long. Like I want a sheer look that gives me some hydration. Am I asking for the world? What's the next lip product she's got coming out? It looks interesting. Who's got a lip coming out? Hi, just done my usual 90-day fiance online group chat. Have so many new K-beauty skincare products, mostly hearing about here. It's exciting. Wow. These are definitely for me. I prefer something like this at work versus a gloss. This is going to wear so much better than a gloss. But if you want to put a gloss on this, I want to show you how pretty it looks with Nana. Let me pull these back up here. The nice thing about these, and I know she has liners, but I don't own any of them. I want to put this on with Nana. Here's Nana. If you love this look, but you like to have like, if you don't have lip filler, the little trick is to just put a little bit of shine right in the center. And it just makes your lips look bigger. But they feel amazing. Like amazing, amazing. And they're going nowhere. It looks amazing. They look blotted. They feel good. I think they're a win. I love them. Got to catch up on the topic here. We're talking all things Westman Atelier new lipstick. Westman Atelier has a very cool new lip product coming in March. I think it is. This is it. This is being released on March 1st everywhere. Is that what you're talking about? I wonder how Gucci stores them in her kit, the magnet issue. She must have like a slotted thing where they can just go in like upside down, but then she should have the label on both sides, right? No, another one? Another lip product besides this lipstick and the gloss that she already has and her other matte lipstick? Rebecca, say more. Is there a photo somewhere? What's the 411 on the new lip thing? How many lip products can somebody come out with in 1 month? I've not heard of that. Supposedly another one. Well, she has a liquid lip balm, she calls it, I think. Yeah, she calls this a liquid lip balm. Now we have the Hydro-Balm tinted lipstick. And then she's got her other lipstick. Now she's got another lip, and she has lip liners too, right? I don't know what else there is in the lip world. What more is there? I'm dying to know, because this formula to me, this checks every box for me. And the packaging, you guys, it's nice. This is like, especially when we were talking about the milk, this just feels so good. Well, Rebecca, now you have me like wondering and thinking. I wonder if she's, I don't know. I can't even imagine what's left. Am I forgetting some kind of like lip category that I don't know about? It's crazy. Now you're doubting. She released these on her website. They're not supposed to be, I don't know if they're supposed to be sold till March 1st, but launching on March 1st are these lipsticks at Nordstrom, Sephora. All her outlets will have these on March 1st, but right now they're exclusive to her website, except I will share a phone number with you of somebody who will send it to you now if you don't want to wait and you want to order it from not a place that you can't return. Although, I don't know. I mean, I'm not loving Glog on me. I don't know why. You adored the first 3 shades. I mean, you couldn't do better than the first 3 if you get the nude, the peachy, and the pinky. You're kind of covering all your bases, right? But I have to say, I was so surprised by Onyx. I can't tell you how weird it is to be as pale as me and walk up and, you know, I'm swatching all of them. I don't even think I would have picked this one up, to be quite frank. I don't think it would have been worth the time to swatch. But I wanted you guys to see them all. But I do think she's holding back the colors that are like in all of the Nina Park looks right now, that like brick kind of red. You ordered the first 3 shades. Oh, I can't wait to see them on you. Guys, they feel so good. And see how it's got a teeny bit of shine right now, but you watch it settle in. I mean, can you believe this is the darkest color? I think this is such a good color. It's like, I don't know. There's something about making your lips look like wine stained kind of blackberry that's just, it gives your lips some life without looking like you're leading with your lips. I think they're great. I think they're a win, and I think that no matter who you are or how lined your lips are or shape or whatever, they're so easy to change up with liners and fantastic. You also ordered 3 Westman Atelier liners. That's so good. All right, I'm going to share the phone number if you don't want to wait and you want to get them sent to you. I'm going to share a phone number with you guys. She could not be nicer. Her name is Susanna. Oops. And you can text this number anytime for anything you need. If Nordstrom carries it, she's very helpful. She's been in the business like 14 years or something with Chanel, and she's just a fantastic person. Like, she's super easygoing. I mean, she went back and forth with me with the swatches. She was trying to, like, you know, help with turning them, and I was running outside, and she was great. So that's fantastic. Share my referral link. What does this say? I'm allowed to share my referral link? Okay. I will share my referral link. This is going to take you to Gucci's site, though. This is if you want to order them from Westman Atelier. I know she has like a program that she has, you know, where you get into her inner circle or whatever they call it. If you want to go the Nordstrom route, that is at your disposal for tomorrow. And if you want to get them from Gucci herself, then you guys can use that link. But I love them, and I don't think that there's a bad shade in the bunch. How about that? Except for my preference is just to be a little less red than Blog was on me. But I'll show you again that I'm probably crazy. I am crazy. But I had this on like 17 times already, and I just don't know. I like the idea that I could start using this in the way that a lot of those Korean looks are going. I wanted this to be like My Lips But Better, but I feel like this is just a little too red for me. There's Susanna's number. And you guys can reach her very easily. She's great. All right, we're going to take like a 2-minute break so I can use the restroom, and then I'm going to show you the 3 YSL palettes that I have that are available already in Europe coming here. I do not have 2 of them, but I will tell you that if you go to Chic Profile, Tavia has swatches of all of them, and she is happy to personally shop any of these for you. You just have to send her a DM, and I'll be back in 2 minutes. So grab something to drink, hit your bathroom, whatever you're doing, and I will be right back. Okay, guys, I want to show you my other favorite thing about these. Okay, so I'm wearing Onyx with no liner. I don't have any blush on. You can see how sheer this is. This makes such a pretty cheek. And you can be monochromatic and have one thing in your bag. And you've got this watercolor blush that matches and like lights up your face. And you can see like can't really even like overdo it because it just settles in. You've got a tiny little bit of sheen, but like very natural. And remember, I'm not wearing foundation right now. All I have on is this awesome Skin Glow SPF 30 primer that gave me the blur that I wanted. It doesn't look makeup-y. It's not sitting in my lines. I've got a nice little color on my lip. I'm not even wearing any eye makeup yet. This makes a great blush, and I love it together. Hi, ladies. Love that color. Reminds me a little of Bonbon Myrtle from Violette FR. It doesn't. It kind of reminds me of Black Honey. I mean, it's just like a great, fun color. Really love it. And I really love this product. And I have to tell you guys, this little concealer, I hate it and I love it. It's, you know, it does not go back down either. You need to know that. It's kind of like those lip things. So don't even, until you can't touch it anymore, don't crank it up because you can't crank it back down. I don't know why. You can even go like this and like warm it on both and look at a shadow and fill it in. And it takes like no product. So it's good stuff. Okay, we're moving on to eyeshadows because I like the fact that I was able to buy these before they came to the US from Tavia. Chic Profile, all of you guys know her. She's an OG creator and personal shopper based in the UK. She sources things from Asia, from Europe, from the UK, and she brings a ton of stuff to, you know, us before we can get them. The way that she wraps things in bubble wrap, inside of other bubble wrap, she puts the bubble wrap inside of the container, and then the whole entire outside is bubble wrapped, and everything is like, if I ever had like furniture to move or something that I didn't want to get damaged, I would want her input. She's delightful to work with. She's going through a lot of health problems right now. So be patient with her and be understanding that one of the things that's really difficult for her is reading. If you can record a message to her, it's even better than texting, but she's delightful, reliable, and she's a lot of people's go-to. The first palette that I want to show you is 410. And it looks like it's not going to be a very big deal. Like it's kind of washed out looking on here. It is such a very pretty look. I'm going to go in with a rougher 04 Shoto, and I'm going to go into the deeper nude that's like got a little bit of mauve to it. It's like a dusty kind of a color. And I'm going to use this as my fake crease. Remember, I don't want to go all the way down anymore. There's no more windshield wiper motions. I'm going right here so that I'm darkening the thing that's coming out the most to push it back. And then I want to take the darker one and just up and out. These are going to be really fast eye looks for you guys today. I know it's Sunday. I know everybody's like trying to mentally and emotionally handle a Monday. But we're not there yet. We're in makeup world. So this is just the deepest color. And I love the idea that you can wear a little bit of eye makeup without it being overpowering. I mean, I could wear that on its own completely. I have no primer on. I just put on a little of the, whatever that SPF, this Skin Glow primer, and maybe a little bit of the Milk. I don't remember if I put it on my eyelids or not. Okay, next I'm just going to go in with the lighter matte color. This is the pink of the palette. And I'm going to dust this on my whole mobile lid. And if you have a deeper tone eyelid than this, you can put on one of your bases, like a Painterly Paint Pot or whatever your color is, and go over it. There are also tons of eyeshadow primers that make your lid like so it'll show up the color that's in the palette, kind of like whites it out. But this together is like the perfect, just slightly defined eye. Like not a lot of makeup looking, but really pretty at the same time. I'm going to go back into that matte color and just try to get right behind my lashes here. And it's just perfect for daytime. It's perfect for if you just want to, you know, have your eyes just stand out a little bit more than normal. You can see, I want to show you before I put the sparkles on, that you can just wear this as a defined eye. I'm going to put some mascara on, not even tight lining right now, because I just want to show you how pretty and natural this looks. This is the Vast Lash from Victoria Beckham. You can definitely use any color that you want. Like if you're more comfortable in a brown and you want it to look like that, that is totally a personal choice and something that a lot of people are really loving right now. I have found that for me, I go big or go home. I forgot to even curl them, but this just gives you enough. Ooh, shit. I don't know what just happened, but sorry. This gives you just enough to have some definition without looking like you're wearing a ton of makeup, but it just kind of evens things out, gives your eye the appearance of being further out. And then if you want to, you can like sneak into the bathroom. Julia's here. Yes. I'm going to go into the like metallic-y pink first. And I'm just going to go right in between where I have put both matte colors to kind of blend them together. You can already see that like, woo, that like lit up my eye. And wait till you see the topper on this. The topper is so delicate and pretty. I think I forgot to show you guys swatches. Let me show you. This is what they look like swatched. I mean, they don't look like much, but I feel like that's the whole point. The whole point is that it doesn't look like much, but the sum of its parts together is so great. I'm just going to take my ring finger and go right in the center and press, making sure that I'm going right at the lash line. And boom, It's like eye jewelry. It's so pretty. I'm going to take a little bit more of the deeper mauve tone matte and just really try to pull this out. You can make this extra smoky if you want with a liner and change the look a lot. I'm going to take the lighter of the mattes and use the top of this rougher brush to use my real estate over here and give this that same pink look that I have on my mobile lid. Then I'm going to take a teeny tiny bit. I'm going to take my Shadow 06 that's got those little teeny tiny calligraphy-like little hairs on it. And I'm just going to go right here. And the trick for really lighting up your eye is to go right inside here. I do this like while looking into the mirror. And it just is like, hi, I'm awake. It's really nice. And if you want more pigment, go in with a finger. And it's just like a very pretty, soft, nice and reflective. You don't have to go sparkly if you don't want to, but you can. And I think this is such a pretty look, especially for right now, because so many people are like anti-eyeshadow, or they feel like they want to wear more of a lip, but then you can't really wear like a whole eye. You feel like makeup face. This is just so soft and pretty. It reminds me of something that like a little ballerina would wear. It's very girly and very pretty. Love 410 will definitely pick up this when they come to the US. Love that one. This is what I wanted that palette to be that Chanel put out. Remember when they put out the boutons? They had the brown, there was a pink. I was hoping for this, and I got something that didn't show up at all. This is so pretty, and I think it would be beautiful on any skin tone. And if you really felt like this wasn't doing it for you, I'm just going to go into this Rouge Noir palette because it's kind of in that same family. And I'm just going to go into the mauve tone that I'm so in love with. I'm going to go right here. And if you want to deepen it, it's so easy. You can also go in with a liner. I happen to love, where is it? I only have 17 of them. Hang on. I messed up all of my mode here the other day with my liners of where I keep everything. Okay, here it is. I guess I've collected quite a lot of these. This is the liner that I love from Chanel. It's the Stylo Ombre at Contour, and you can use it as an eyeshadow or a liner. If I use this to tight line right now, I want you to see like how like light and pretty this is right now. But I can smoke it out. All I have to do is go in with this liner. And it's like almost black, but it's got that little bit of plum. I can take this all the way. I can define my lash line where all of a sudden, wow, now it looks like I'm wearing more of a look. And if I want to, I can take a little brush, just a little teeny tiny, line it up with my lower lash line. Just give myself a slight little wing. And if you line it up with your lower lash line, you're not going to wind up going over all of your folds and lines and all the fun things that we have going on. And I'm going to take one of my, I need to refill this, one of my little Ulta cuties. And suddenly you've got more of a look. 410, maybe the one. Is this a limited edition? I don't know. I just don't know, because it's only been released in Europe recently, which is why I felt like I could put it on my channel. I don't know. I feel like the numbers that end in 00 are the ones that they keep. You know, like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. They have like at Sephora's and stuff. But I think this is really pretty, and I think it's soft, but I think you can dress it up if you want. It actually looks great with this lip, but I would probably put a liner on with it. I like it. So that was 410. I'm going to show you the next one. Oh, I'm going to show you all of the palettes just so that we're kind of in the same place. This is the one that I just showed you. And then this is the one with the ombre. I feel like these are similar enough where you just might not need both. I know they kind of look alike. This one has more of a burgundy and more of a purpley, but darn, they're really close. And this has been like my ride or die lately. This is that limited edition one from Nordstrom. It's number 126. And then this is 410. So let me swatch them next to each other on my fingers. They are quite similar. I don't feel like you need both. But as a person who loves neutral looks, I'm so glad that I have both, because on, they really do different things. This is more rose, and this is just more pink. Both gorgeous. A lot of people have a hard time with this formula. I think it's one of the best out there. I think that this was the best brand makeover of a long time. You know, like I feel like YSL hit it out of the ballpark with coming back from a deep, dark place. Love 26, but need 410 as well. Honestly, I feel like they're so different, but it's like, it's only so different if you're a lover of nude, neutral looks. And I'm happy to put the other one on so we can compare them. Why don't we do that? I wasn't planning on it, but let's, because I really do want you to see that they are different. I'm going to take my Angie Hot and Flashy. I'm going to go into the deeper of the colors and carve out my cat eye. I'm always going up and out. I like the flicking motion. And I like this color a little bit deeper right behind the lashes. But I'm just faking my crease. And you can see, I mean, I added to this, so it's kind of like difficult, but this has been my like daytime nude eye, which is a rougher 15. I'm going to go into the lighter matte. I'm going to basically do the same look so you can see how the shadows are different. This has much more rose to it, whereas like the other one was like that baby pink color. And it goes right into, I'm going to take just the tip of this and really flick this out. You could leave it like that if you wanted to. And you'll see now when I go in with this color that it reads much more of like a lavender plummy purple. Going right in between like I did with the other one. And now I'm going to go into the sparkle on this. The sparkle on this one is so delicate. It's like little tiny twinkly lights. And let's go in with the Eyeshadow 06 again. And go into that really light color here. And put it right inside to wake up my eye a little. And I want to use all the real estate that I have, so I'm using the lighter matte just to open up this space. And make sure that I'm nice and defined here and that I have made adjustments because this eye is so much more hooded than this one. But you can see that this has much more drama in the nudist way possible. I won't tightline it. I'll just put on mascara like I did on the last one, and then we will tightline it. And I'm not going to curl it because I didn't curl the other one. But I think that they're different enough if you're into this kind of a look. But if you don't wear the kind of rosy nudes or the lavender leaning colors, this one has much more drama, I think. You know what I'm saying. I'm going to line it with the same color so that you can see. This Rouge Noir color is available everywhere all the time, which is why I always pull this one out. It's a great alternative to black, especially if you're going into like anything plummy or purpley. And these stay. They really stay. And you can work it into your lashes beforehand. You can build up behind it. I'll give this guy a little wing too. Where's my little wing brush? Here, I'll do it with, this is my favorite kind of brush to use. The stiffest brow brush that you can find. Coat it in whatever pencil you want. And don't think about drawing a line. All you're going to do is place this right in line with your lower lash and press. And then you're going to turn the brush over and press it on top. Right there. And then just pull it out a little bit. And take one of your little guys or your fingernail. Pull this out. Clean it up. And then I like to go into the bottom and just connect that deeper smoky color over here. Just to really accent that and fill in any, this eye has like more of a gap over here. So I have to like really go in and relax and look at it so that when I'm just looking at somebody, it looks normal. Nude looks. Yes. I am not an artist at all. I do pretty much the same kind of thing. I think about dark and light, and I think about the parts that I would like to have surgically removed, and those need to be darker. And the things that are here in the middle, they get the sparkle. And always a little teeny bit in here is going to really do you a lot of favors. Like my eyes are bloodshot and red right now, and I am tired. But this little bit of that sparkle right at the lash line here is the difference. And also opening up this area that tends to get dark and using your lighter color matte over here, for me, opens up the eye so much. And then all of this out here, your eyebrow, wherever it ends, you just extend a little bit, and it's like you're pulling your eye back, like somebody's giving you a facelift. That's it. I mean, it's so simple. These two looks are similar, but this is much more ballerina pink, and I feel like this is much more like plummy and could be really made sultry if you added something even deeper or went in deeper with this plum color from the actual palette. I like grungy but pretty. You know, like I don't want to do a hard look anymore. I don't need graphic lines. I just want my eyes to look awake. And this, I feel like, does just that. The one product that I forgot to show you guys, because I put the Victoria Beckham one on, is this Wide Awake from Wise. This is that color corrector, and I know Holly's a fan. When you start to feel during the day like you could use a little refresh, God, do I love this. It's like you can put this on over, I figured out, your makeup. I know it can go underneath too as a color corrector, but as a little bit of hydration and just a brightening effect, you can do this over your makeup because it doesn't have to be powdered, and make yourself look much more awake than you feel. Well, you guys inspire me. Don't say that. I'm just a teacher with no classroom. I'm a reading specialist that likes makeup. But I love both of these. And I'm going to take them off and show you the last two. That way you guys can make a decision. One of the palettes is super, super teal. And I just don't need that, a teal palette. It's really not something I'm looking for. I have a Suku palette that's got sort of the same kind of tones that I've showed you guys, and I love it. And if you have the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette, it has so much teal in it. If you have the Surfside liner from Victoria Beckham, you can turn that into a whole eye look. Her pencils can create a whole eye look. I should do that. I should show you guys how I use her pencils for that. I'm ruining like my whole under eye that I just redid, but oh well. I want to show you guys the other palettes. Okay, since we have to let this dry for a minute, I'm going to put on a teeny little bit of my eye cream. I'm still loving the In Beauty. And for the gel one, I love the Dew. And I still love the eye patches that are like recyclable. They're reusable. This is so refreshing and yummy. And I'm not even like an eye cream person, but with the caffeine and the depuff, it's nice. And I love using an eye cream after I do the gua sha, especially when I can't do the zip or I don't have time. I can just get the fluid out and go. It's nice. I'm going to give myself a little pick me up. It's like putting on a layer of hydration that doesn't ruin anything. If you are dry, I cannot express to you in enough ways and words that this is not like a milky toner. This is like spraying on a moisturizer that actually hydrates. It's so good. Love it. Love it. Okay. Next up, we have Magnetic Purple. And we're going to brighten up the eye with the Wide Awake. I'm literally putting like almost nothing on here. Like I'm tapping and not even taking like one whole pump or even half. You need so little of this to do so much. It really is nicely, it reflects enough, but it's not crazy. I'm going to let it dry in and then we'll find my dark spots and we'll take them away again with the other one. But let's start with 840 is the next one. 840 is Magnetic Purple. Wait till you guys see this shade. It's nuts. It's so pretty. I'm going to go deep here. In this one, you get two mattes, a kind of shiny, satiny one, and then one of their special toppers. I feel like for those of you who love a good mauve or purple eye, you're going to love this. And when it's combined together, this is like, to me, the perfect fun going out nighttime eye. I love a plum, and the purple sparkles on this. I don't think that they're doing justice, but the glow that you get is like otherworldly. At nighttime in a restaurant, you know, with candles and dim lighting, you're still going to see this. It's just really a fun palette. So let's put it on. Now you can't go with Wild Abandon with this one. You have to be a little bit more measured. This is not a nude palette. Well, let's use the milk on my lid. See how it works as a primer. I really hate the packaging. I know, Molly, I knew you were going to love the purple. It's such a good color. Oh my God, you guys, I love this concealer. I feel like I could do a commercial for them. I'm just going where I see some dark. I put it on with one finger and then I tap it out with another. Only where I see the darkness. And literally I'm taking so little. I mean, I'm barely touching it. And I'm just going exactly where I saw the shadows. And if you want to, I mean, you can really, you know, use it as like that accent, kind of like that Mary Phillips thing underneath. I just like the fact that I can get rid of darkness that quickly. It's kind of amazing. I've missed the intensity of almost like the Clé de Peau, but that's really expensive. This is like $29, and why not? You were hoping the VBB Orchid looked more like this. Yes, this is definitely more plummy purple, but that topper shade, you could wear this on its own, and it's got like that twinkle factor. It's just magnificent. All right, let's put it on. Okay, I'm going to just use a rougher Shoto 03. I'm actually going to go in with the lighter of the matte colors this time because this is enough of a shadow for me for my crease. And I'm going first, pushing back the things that I want off of me. Take it in a little bit so that people can see a crease. Now, because when I look down with a palette that's this, you know, not nude, I am going in, even though no one's going to see that when my eyes open. When my eyes closed, I don't want like a big gap here because I've seen what that looks like. So I want to go all the way in, but also up enough of where I'd like my crease to be. And I just want to take this one up and out, even though we're going to smoke it even more. But you could see like where this color alone could be like your whole eye look. You're done. Some mascara, boom. But it's not. We're going to go into the super deep shade right now, and we're going to use smaller brushes because I want to control things. I'm going to show you what just the line is going to look like if I go into this deeper plum. I mean, you can see like the pigment load on this is intense. I'm going to tap it, but I'm just going to go right behind my lashes here and kind of use it as a tight line. Like you don't even need to wet this to get intensity. I'm just going right against my lashes here. And you can take, I just don't put more on, and I just kind of like dot through the lashes so that it's more faded here and you get more of the intensity here because that's where I'm kind of patting it. And then when there's a little bit left, just kind of take it the rest of the way. And then take your lower lash line and just take a little of this out. Doesn't have to be perfect. Kind of connect it. Go a little bit underneath here. Look at yourself like straight in the mirror when you're doing it. And then you can even use your fingernail to just pull that up a little bit. I think I just put purple eyeshadow all over my face. There we go. I have disco diamonds now. Okay, so I've got like a good shape going. I've got some nice tight lining that I've got here. I've got a little hint of a wing. I want to go in with this more plummy kind of metallic-y shade and give this a little shine over here. I'm going to kind of bring this up so it's part of the smoke. And just pull it out a little bit. I'm barely touching because I just want it to be smoky. You know, like I want it to be purple but smoky so it's like wearable. And I really want this crazy fun shimmer to like be the star of the show. And I don't need like a big dark area to detract from that. This is without a doubt one of the coolest shimmers that I've had on that wasn't like Denessamyrix. I don't know if it's reading the purple, the magnetic purple of it all, but from any angle, this is unbelievable. It's unbelievable by itself. It's unbelievable in person. The sparkle and the shine. God, I hope you guys can see this. It's just so beautiful. It's just amazing. And I don't want anything else to detract from it, but I want to set it off. So that's why I'm going slow. Because you can see how you can really get this, like, I don't know, very like I'm going to a Stevie Nicks concert kind of a look. It's just fun. This is a fun eye. It's like a fun going out eye. I'm going to take another soft brush, go back into the lighter matte color, and I'm literally just going to dust this here just so that if it looks dark, it looks dark. And I'm going to take a teeny tiny bit of the sparkle shade. I need something firm. I'm going to have 100 brushes to clean tomorrow. I'm just going in on the edge to do that little trick right here. Of just opening up my eye and bringing that sparkle right there. I don't think I want to put it here. I think I want to keep it here. And if you're hooded, you make sure that right at that lash line, you've got that color. We're going to go back over it again after mascara because that is what's going to be seen if you have a hooded eye. So you definitely want like that little blink of it. Let's put some mascara on. This can get very, very dramatic and smoky really easily. And I think black mascara with this is the thing. I like the contrast. Ooh, shit. Hold on. I'm fast lashing everywhere. You know how like you're like 2 weeks into a mascara and it's like the perfect consistency? I'm there. Okay, so you can see when I'm blinking that there's that beautiful shine, but I want to go in and I want to make sure this is at the lash line so that it's really standing out. You need some kind of a brush that's got stiff bristles. And you're going to just dive right there at the lash line. And intensify it. You can put this all over your whole lid if you want, but I think the effect when it's just in the middle like that is like really fun and pretty. Give it a little more metallic drama. And just going to connect the bottom. Right here. Take a Q-tip to clean up. I'm going to use the paddle side. I feel like a wing kind of detracts from this, so I just want the shape. Because I really just need the star of the show to be that. I think that's like special enough. And that is 840. Magnetic purple. I thought it was like majestic purple, but I think it's majestic Riyadh, and I don't have that one. It's like red. Okay, guys, the last palette tonight is number 310. And then I'm going to show you the other two. Let's use the Milk Makeup again. I'm taking one ring finger and just tapping it. This is a great primer because this is the Hydro Grip. So it's like putting like a gripping primer on your eyelids, you guys. This is so great with these sparkles. Like they're not even moving underneath my eye. Look at that. I like this stuff. It's staying. Let's take the darkness away real fast. Oops. I'm just looking where I have darkness. It's like the magic eraser. And the consistency of it is so stiff, but hydrating. It's just, I've not seen anything like this in a very long time. And I would go as far as to say that of all the concealers that I've tried lately that you want like for spot concealing, I think this is really great. If you don't have like access to the Lisa Eldridge pencil where you're going in and doing all those little micro things, you could do that with a teeny tiny little brush and this formula. I have a vein right here. And I can instantly make it be gone, less obvious, without looking like a cake face. I don't even have foundation on. It's just this SPF primer. Love it. Okay, this one is going to take your heart. It is Exotic Mirage. And this is, it's warm, but it's not overly warm. Like I would go as far as to say warm on me, yes, but I'm comparing it to Storadol's and what was the other one called? The other neutral one. What's it called? Oh, I can't think of the name, you guys. Help, help, help. The one from this year that came out that was more cool toned. I don't know. I can't think of it. Let me show you these colors. Now, I know there's a palette coming. We've all seen the 9 pan. That's just a lot of warmth for me. This is more of where I could wear a not cool tone. This is going to look neutral but warm on me. This is warm enough. This gives you that not cool toned, more neutral, leaning warm. It looks like the palette that's coming is going to be fantastic if you have a warmer undertone. I feel like this is going to bridge the gap enough for me to maybe not pick that one up. I have to see it in person and see how warm it is. I'm not going to buy that one sight unseen. All right, I'm going to go into the lighter of the matte shades and push back. Basically, I've done the same look on all of these. This is what's working for me right now. So many people are having their eyes done and tons of plastic surgery, and I just don't think that that's in the cards for me. But I'm going to do what I can to take away a little bit from what I'm seeing. Okay, so I pulled that color out. And I'm actually happy with the way that my eyelid looks like with nothing on it. I'm going to take the darker shade and go right behind here. I'm going to do this one a little bit more blurred because I really just want this to be like a soft, just nice neutral brown. I'll even put brown mascara on if you guys want. I'll show you with brown. I actually think it would be pretty with brown. Make sure I've got a little definition here. Again, this eye hangs down lower, so I have to go higher. You've got to look straight ahead into a mirror to see if your eye is hooded. Okay, I'm going to take the metallic shade. I'm going to tap off a little of it because I don't want this to get away from me. I want to control how much shine I'm putting on. I'm going to go back into the lighter matte and blend in between the two. Pull this out a little bit. We're going to clean this up so it's not a big deal. Now I'm going to go into the sparkles. The topper shade, I'm going right at the edge of my lashes again. And this one, where the other one went purpley, look at how golden and pretty that is. But not in like an obnoxious, overly gold, like yellow gold and me don't usually play well together. But I feel like this is really pretty. I'm going to grab a brown mascara. I hope. Hang on. I like the color for me of the brown mascara from, thank you, Nicole, from Hourglass. This is the Unlocked. It's a tubing formula. This color's, oh my God. Okay, well, maybe not. I have to bring this back. The thing that stops the mascara, you know, from coming out is stuck on here. I'm going to ask them to swap this out at Sephora. You know how there's that brush thing? Let's see if I can get it pushed back on. That was crazy. Yeah, here we go. Look at the difference. Okay, that was insane. This goes to show you how important the design is of the packaging, because now it's usable. Okay, we're going to do it. I'm going to do a mirror for this one. Now, the Unlocked dries quickly, so you have to work fast. It's a tubing formula that doesn't do well building on itself dry. But I think that a brown lash with this is very pretty. You could just wear that little gold sparkle during the day or just use the mattes and then dress it up a little bit for night. I'm going to go underneath my lower lash line and connect things, but it's a really pretty daytime, kind of fun because it's got the sparkles, brown. But you could go in with, hang on. I have so many Victoria Beckham liners that it's frightening. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, this is the Coco Pave, which I think is going to be fun for this. Let me do this in frame. Go right there to tight line because I didn't do it before. That is so pretty. I'm actually going to take a little of this underneath. I'm going to use for a little schmoozer. And I want this to look really lived in. Whatever's left on here, I'm putting underneath. And we're going to light up the eye. I'm just going to use a little teeny tiny pencil brush this time. Go right inside here, open things up. I actually want to take a little of that here too. This is so pretty. It's so unusual for me to find a gold that kind of goes with my coloring, but I think this one does. So 310 is this warmer brown color story. Thoughts? I think these palettes are so pretty. There's one more that I want to pick up and I want to show it to you guys. I don't know what the number is offhand, but I will show you on Tavia's page where you can find these palettes if you would like to get yours now. She can personal shop for you. Let me go on her Instagram. Okay. Okay. So this is the larger palette that's much warmer, I think, than what we just looked at. But she did do a cool toned look with it. And I was like, oh my God, is that the same palette? Because it didn't even look like the same palette to me. But you can see where if you are into browns and neutrals and warmer tones, I mean, when I see that palette, I can see both. The pan sizes on these are huge also. It's not the normal size of the eyeshadows. But she did a stunning look. I mean, so bronzy and summer. Really pretty with a gold lip. She is so talented. And she used some Suku products with that. Here is the palette that I'm wearing right now. Exotic Mirage. I don't think I said the name of this one. These names are killing me. They're so funny. But she does a gorgeous job of showing this. My Milk Concealer is 0.5 if you're my skin twin and you have a pink undertone. It'll be good. See how beautiful this is? It's got a warmth to it, but there's something very easily wearable about this eye. Let's see. Here is 410 Forbidden Whisper. It's so stunning. It's such just a pretty look. And I know she loves pinks. I mean, she got a much deeper look, probably used more of a primer than I did, but it's such a soft palette. But you can see that you can really get the pink to stand out the way that she has it on. That's what's so nice about seeing different creators. Everybody has a different take, a different eye shape, different talents, different coloring. She does a beautiful job. That's the same one, 410. This is 410 also. This is the one that I have on this eye, the Magnetic Purple Couture Mini Clutch. You can see the sparklies. They're really like blue and purple. Okay, this is the one that's from Nordstrom. The ombre, the one I had on this eye before, or this eye, sorry. Sparkling Lust. Is your lust sparkling? Very different, I think, from the 410. I mean, I don't know. It's a personal choice. Where is the other one? I must have passed it. This is size 410. Oh, here. No, 410. Uh-oh. This is still 410. That's the big one. I think I have to go back further. Good night, Felice. I don't know how much further back we can go. What's this one? Oh, this is spring. She's teasing. Okay, so here's the teal, and that must be the one that I'm missing. That's the teal. Stunning color. Like, you could do such a cool eye with that. And then she's teasing the other one. There it is. That's the one I do not have. I don't know what the number is, but if you go on her page, you guys will be able to explore and find it. You're welcome to buy them from her. She is a fantastic personal shopper who I really trust and adore. She's great. So Judy, I said 0.5, right? And Felice went to sleep. It's about that time. 11:01. It's time to say goodnight to everybody. And I'm wishing everybody a very calm, boring week where no bad things happen and everything is smooth. That's all I'm looking for this week. Something smooth. I want to end tonight with Cafe Creme and this brown and purple lip story that I have. These layer really nicely too. I noticed that this over the onyx is so pretty. These lipsticks are fantastic. You will find these in my description box. There is a link for you to click on if you want to buy it from Gucci Westman. I'd love for you to use my code if you feel like it. Or you can call the gal that I buy these from and get them sent to you because they're not being released until March 1st. They will have them at Sephora. They will have them wherever they carry Westman Atelier. And I think they're $50. Any other thoughts, comments, questions, swatches that you need? Am I missing anything? Okay, the milk concealer I have, oh, God, I hate this packaging. The milk concealer I have linked on there with their website as well as Sephora. I noticed that there's some kind of sale going on. If you buy like more than one thing, you can take a look. I'm not well versed in the milk world, but I will tell you that I will not be without that concealer now. It is my ride or die spot. Don't put on a full face of makeup. Using my new blurred SPF that I found to kind of take the place of my Victoria Beckham. And I'm still like, I'm not freaking out about how my skin looks. Like I think it looks good. I could probably powder a little bit, but not bad for 3 hours of wear. All right, everybody. Wishing you all a wonderful week. I love you all. Mwah. I will see you all on Tuesday night. And we're going to do more Korean skincare and new releases. I will have some more colors of the Westman Atelier. I'm hoping that they release the Prada this week. I'm dying over those lip glosses, and we'll just see what kind of finish there is. I don't know that anything is going to beat this because I've been looking for a matte lip for a long time that's comfortable. It's not really matte. Lived in, I'm going to say natural. All right, everybody. Holly, be careful, be safe with the fires. I'm sending you so much love tonight. Molly, little kisses for your little guy's little foot. And I love you all. I will see you all on Tuesday. Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams.